just that, which is you go in there with no doubt, you go in there confident, you almost don't even pay attention to the issue, and you know what, you start doing things and climbing the ladder. It's not an issue. You know, don't be afraid or whatever. And I think, I don't know, again, I'm not qualified, but like you just said something that I think is really, really key.
I think if you gotta focus on the problem at hand. If you're gathered in a room to be about something that's an actual problem for the business. Like if you can solve the problem, if you can help provide a solution to the problem, no one cares what you look like. I had dinner last night with this woman who was the VP of commercial aviation at Boeing for 30 years. And she faced a lot of similar challenges. I mean, go back 30 years, think of what the gender ratio was. And they had like put her office, I'm telling someone else this now, they put her office like way out in like some outbuilding, like middle of nowhere. She'd get invited to the meetings because she wasn't in the same building as everybody. And one weekend there was an empty office and she just like picked up her son and moved into the office. And she was like, I'm coming to the meeting. And I imagine in the 80s, that was a really bold move. And she just like inserted herself into the process. And she ended up running commercial aviation for Boeing. I mean, you can really do it if you just focus on the problem at hand. She got the production timeline on the 737 engine down from 3 days to 6.5 hours. So if you can do that, it doesn't matter what you look like, how old you are, what color your skin is, what gender you are, who cares? You're adding value. So focus on adding value.
That's a great story. Let's take some questions actually. I mean, we could do this all night, but I definitely want to give the opportunity for sure. Anyone that has questions, raise your hand. Liz is here to answer them. I've got more if you don't.
You had a board meeting today, so this is probably fresh in your mind, but like what are some of the biggest challenges facing LiquidPlanner right now?
Good one. We, this past year, had some leadership challenges in one of our departments that had a cascading impact on the people in that unit and the results. And when one part of the body is failing, the whole body feels it. And so we're working to solve that, and I think we're in a really good place now, but we have rebuilding to do. And so that's something that everybody is very focused on. You know, we're in rebuilding mode. We have a lot of work to do on the product. I think the product I love the product. Andy is one of my customers, so you know, he's putting us in the book. So one thumbs up. But there's always work to do on product, and we have a very small unit too. So prioritizing the work we're going to do is it's a painful process. You want to do everything all at once and fix all the problems, and you can only do so much with the folks that you have. And the other challenge is we're starting to specialize a bit in who we're targeting in terms of customers, industry specific, from kind of anyone who walks in the front door to who are our best, most ideal customers. And that requires changing the way we do business. Content we produce and ads we run, and copy on the website, and all the way down the line, things have to kind of gradually change. And so that is exciting and new, and it's almost like running a new company, but it requires everyone to stretch and get outside of their comfort zone.
Have you identified what that target customer is, or are you allowed to say?
Yeah, I can say. I mean, actually, Pearce, the Boeing woman, was like, I looked at your site and it looks like it's for manufacturing. I'm like, bingo. Marketing keeps doing their job. So yeah, so we're working with a lot of R&D, product development folks in manufacturing, people that are building actual physical products, and our product works very well now. So we're doubling down. Way better than yeah. Oh, I can hear you.
Just the activities that go on the construction, the project construction site.
Interestingly, construction is not liquid. Construction is like, make it fit into this time frame, and we're like, what is the actual time frame? So, yeah, not construction necessarily. Yeah.
Thanks for the overview. What's your internal talent management and development strategy along with employee engagement strategy?
Oh, I don't know that. I at 60 people, you have a formal strategy very often. Or else if you do, then we're way behind. You know, we try to look at all the employees and figure out those that are closest to the strategy. So whether you're a manager or an individual contributor or a VP level employee, if you are closest to the strategic levers that will move the business, we identify you and try to give you extra training, extra development, extra attention, extra compensation. You know, those positions are clutch. At the same time, the pressure on them is very high. The expectations are higher. So if you're in one of those roles, we're scrutinizing performance more carefully than in a role that is not as close to the actual strategy.
Somebody's better.
Okay. I read it in the book.
More questions?
I have a question, and this is kind of related back to the board meeting. How tough is it to, or I guess, first things first is, how active are your investors in kind of day-to-day operations, and how tough is that to manage their expectations around the company and that sort of success?
Interesting thing. The closer they are to the day-to-day operations, the easier it is to manage their expectations. Yeah. We have one main investor, so the company's raised $13.5 million. One investor makes them about 10 of that, and they're very involved. In fact, one of the folks that works for the firm is acting CFO. So he is involved with every function of the company, helping to build our financial models and things like that.
Sure.
So they know all of the, you know, warts and bumps and bruises. So I have found that the more transparent you are, the better position you are to have a real conversation about what the business needs. You will get sometimes painful feedback if what you're doing is contributing to results that are not what they expect. But it's better to have that than to walk into a board meeting and surprise someone. There's a CEO in town who is kind of a mentor to me. He runs a much, much larger company and he's been at this much longer. And I actually called him on Monday night, I guess. And I was talking about this board dynamics. And he reminded me once again, don't have any surprises in the board meeting. You go into a board meeting, everybody at the table should already know exactly what's going to happen in the board meeting. And really the board meeting should be a non-event. You should just, you know, have a cursory conversation about what everybody already knows, talk about what happens in the next meeting, and everybody goes out to lunch or something and then goes home. And I think it's really good advice. People do not like to be put on the spot, especially in the boardroom. And there is a temptation sometimes to like make it a big thing and ta-da! And that, I'll tell you from experience, that is blow up in your face.
I just want to make a comment on a question that your response is there about the no surprises and people should know what's going on is very much in line with the philosophy of the product itself. As someone who's used the product, one of the things I really like about LiquidPlanner is it made it very easy for me to communicate exactly that kind of information to my stakeholders through good status reports and things like that. So it's really interesting that the same philosophy is in how you run your business is how you create your product.
I think it's a value for transparency. We are very open with everybody in the company about how we're performing from a financial standpoint, about we use Tiny Pulse, we didn't use Tiny Pulse job for the anonymous employee survey, but we publish the results. When the happiness index goes down, people know, and when it goes up, people know. You can't just share good news or people don't trust you. So it's important to communicate when there are challenges and at the same time present your plan. People feel that you are being authentic and feel that you are being fair with them. They know anyway. Then you have more credibility as a leader.
What's the biggest value that you can give an employee to make them not want to leave the company? Like, I'm just thinking for like a less,
You're like, I would never work there.
What do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Like them there, for example,
Yeah.
not necessarily like an executive position, but how do you make them feel like they're not just like a pawn?
That's a good question. I think that what we try to create is kind of a family-like environment. Sometimes it borders on ridiculous. Like yesterday, we had our annual cookie exchange and ugly sweater party. And self-organized by the customer support team and everybody, including me, I was making cookies at like 9 o'clock in the morning, I look at it. And, you know, everybody shows up in their sweaters and it costs no money, like no investment. But everybody came and everybody talked to each other. People want to have friends at work and have fun and be part of something that's bigger than, you know, being a cog in the wheel at a large company. So the real answer is the ability to have impact. Kind of the secondary answer is working in a place that is fun. And we had our holiday party last Thursday. Not a funny story. And, you know, I got up and gave my speech and I looked around the room and it was just, I saw all these people that are friends with each other. And they invite their friends, like they tell their friends to come work for the company. And then there's more people that are friends. And like the energy is so good because people just want to be there. And they know that everybody is working towards the same thing. I don't know, it's not like, you know, butterflies and rainbows all the time. But there is a shared sense of purpose and an appreciation for people that do all kinds of things. I mean, we have one guy who is our performance engineer and you know, he's not the most social person at the company. In fact, sometimes if he sees you coming, he will like turn and go the other way. But he is loved by everybody because they know what he does at the company and the impact. Part of this is, I think, using our own product where people can see the contributions. But, you know, there is a deep understanding of what we all do and how it contributes. So that's something that we've worked towards over time, and we've been more or less successful at it at different times. But it's what keeps me there, honestly, and I think it's what keeps a lot of people there.
So when you made the shift to focus on a specific target market, manufacturing, did you have to change the way in which your internal employees reported themselves to the work or anything of that nature?
It's kind of like turning the dial to the right in a few degrees. It's like keep doing what you're doing, but apply this lens to it. So some roles had to make more of a shift than others. Content producer, actually you probably wasn't talking on. So we have one woman who kind of orchestrates all of the different content that we publish. She had to go deep on manufacturing pretty quick, and I've been impressed with how nimble she's been in making that shift. Other people are gradually starting to incorporate it into their work. People like our sales engineers, who have been selling to a lot of technology companies, a lot of marketing companies. They need to really lock onto what are the specific challenges that manufacturing companies face, how would they like to structure their work, what value can we add to the way they do business, how can we best communicate that. So it's a big nut to crack. You don't do it in a day, but the things you focus on are the things that improve, and I'm confident that as we keep, if I walk around the floor and I say manufacturing 42 times a day, it's going to sink in. I think in 2015 I said manufacturing 1 or 2 times. I probably said it 100 times a day, maybe more.
My question is, what did you see in manufacturing or the lack of, that might be a better term, that made you really focus on that? And are you stepping away from like focusing on tech companies?
We have only about a quarter to a third of them today are manufacturing. We have tons of agencies and tech companies and nonprofits and universities and all kinds of random companies using our product. But I started noticing in our top 20 list more and more manufacturers, Honeywell, Cummins, other manufacturing companies rise up in the ranks. And I asked our VP of marketing in midsummer to go in and manually categorize every single customer in the rank. And then we mapped all that data back to Salesforce, and then we ran analyses on the retention profiles of all the customers. So we found out that manufacturing was beating other verticals 2-1 on pretty much every aspect of the pipeline, and 265% better on customer lifetime value. And we just kind of stubbed our tongue on the information.
Wow. Is that because there wasn't a product out there that really fit their needs? Because I think the tech industry, which is quite large and clearly like overplayed, but it can be targeted quite like a little too much. And so was it that the manufacturing wasn't really met?
I think culturally they are very in line with what we provide. I mean, they really value every hour of their day. There's no margin in manufacturing. There's a huge talent shortage. There's a ton of pressure. People are expecting things to be designed and produced in rapid fire. And the old way of managing projects is not responsive to those circumstances. And our product is. I think that it's a great solution for lots of different types of companies. But where we put our muscle should be on the customers that return the most value. And so we will continue to sell to all kinds of companies, but when we go out and target companies, they're going to be ones that fit that profile.
Can I, as a client, give my 2 cents to this?
Please do.
Because I'm pretty strong feeling. If you think of projects having 1 of 2 attributes, complexity and uncertainty, and I wrote this for one of the blogs for LiquidPlanner as well as for PCS. If projects have a lot of uncertainty but not complexity, an agile approach works well, and that's what a lot of high tech is. You're writing an app.
Yeah.
And if you do a project that has a lot of complexity but not uncertainty, like construction, or actually building something as opposed to designing it, then the old-fashioned waterfall and Microsoft project work pretty well. But when you have both complexity and uncertainty, the standard paradigms break down, and you need a different way of managing projects. And LiquidPlanner is a really good tool for managing projects that have both complexity and uncertainty. And there really aren't a lot of good tools out there that help you manage those kinds of projects. So a lot of them end up being a random walk, or just unmanaged, or even worse, they get this really rigid waterfall process, and it's miserable, or they get agile and they don't build the complexity well and they fail for that reason. And so I think that's why LiquidPlanner has found that the people who are designing things to be built really love the tool because it's like what they've been looking for their whole career.
I'll genericize it a little bit though, because maybe people don't care that much about product management. But you know, when you initially take a product to market, depending on your business model, we had a very inbound model. Every week, you know, put a website up, we did search ads, we put content up, people came to the website, they signed up. That could be anybody. So on the early days, and this was 10 years ago now, 9 years ago, we passed a bunch of seeds out into the garden, and some of them will sprout up. Tech companies sprouted up, marketing companies sprouted up. We were really focusing on what were the team functions that our product worked well with. You're searching for product market fit. You're always kind of maneuvering the customers that could use your product, who are the best ones. And we're just at that point in the life of the company where certain types of customers have their sprouts have shot up really strong and tall and high, and now we're like, oh yeah, look over there. So it's an organic process because when you take a product to market, you don't always know who it's going to resonate with. Our founders were tech software people. They don't know manufacturing, but they build a solution that works well for it. So I think it kind of happens by accident, and you know, shame on me for not looking for it earlier. If I had looked for it earlier, I could have found it earlier. I'm glad I have it now. But you know, I think it is a process. If you have an online business model or tool, you'll find the people that are best suited for it, but you might not know on day one.
We got one right here.
So I'm really interested in this conversation you're having around the zeroing in on the market, because that's something that my firm is going to have to do soon. But I'm also interested, you know, you talk about the founders being from a tech company, and you might just have gotten in early enough to kind of know the answer to this. But if they didn't make this product with a market segment in mind,
Yeah.
what was the story of where it came from? I mean, were they just two nerds who read Fembach and said, oh, we can do that differently?
No, they were two nerds who went to some training from Steve McConnell over Bellevue, who wrote Code Complete and Demystifying the Black Art of Estimation. And they were running the PMO at Expedia, and they had 500 projects they were supposed to be running, and the leadership was like, what's wrong with you guys? You can't ship. Where's your time going? What are you doing? And they really, they did the whole RFP and enterprise PMO tool, and there's millions of dollars, and then 9 months to roll it out, and it worked. And, well, they did roll it out, but no one used it. And so they had experience in a technology organization of failure of solution to meet problem. And so they were inspired by that, and they were trying to solve a very discrete problem, which is how to capture and manage uncertainty in a project. That showed up initially as range estimates, best case, worst case estimates. In fact, when we launched the TechCrunch headline was LiquidPlanner, project management that tackles uncertainty. And that was it. All we had was range estimation. That was a long time ago. There's a lot more now. But they were really looking at just this one little problem. And around that solution, they built a whole end-to-end product. But they were really trying to solve one little problem, and it turned into a much bigger thing that I think they probably didn't manage.
Other than Microsoft Project, who are some of your other competitors? Are there any that are specifically SaaS?
Search for project management software, you'll find like 980 million results. There are a million project tools out there, which makes it a really tough market. Most of the companies we compete head to head with are essentially Microsoft Project, online, with collaboration and other bells and whistles. And that is good in some ways because we can say, like, you guys are milk and we're soy milk. But it's also confusing for the buyer because they come to the browser with like a list of features that they're looking for. They're like, I want reporting, and I want scheduling, and I want collaboration, and we can check the boxes, but when you peel back the onion, it's a totally different thing underneath. So we compete with a bunch of Microsoft Project Podcasts, and then we compete with the status quo, which is really fancy spreadsheets and posting them on the wall and emailing things around.
Liz, you've got a great personality, engaging, and it sounds like you brought that to the culture of your company. Maybe it was already there, or they were attracted to you. I'm just curious as far as your success from college. Like, what advice would you give to somebody graduating from college to follow their passion and have the success like you have?
I'll repeat the advice that my mom gave me. I was talking to you about my mom earlier. My mom is a leadership and development coach. You can pick your mom, pick a coach.
I'll think about that.
Pick your next mom. My mom gave me the advice early on to take the job where you can learn the most. And I think maybe this had to do with growing up in a fairly well-to-do town without a lot of money. I realized that you can survive and get by and even thrive without a lot of money. And so I don't think I made most of my career decisions around my paycheck. And I really looked for opportunities where I could, I think of it as like meta learning. Like in this job, which is why I've been here for years, I'm learning like whole new functions like over a few months. When I became COO, I took over finance. I've never taken a finance class in my life, and suddenly I was the one driving things in QuickBooks. I just watched videos on YouTube for a month. I mean, anybody can learn anything, and if you want to. And so that might be a bit of a stretch, but you see my point. That has been kind of the theme of my career, which is go out and learn and apply that learning to problem solving. And everybody, it doesn't really matter what skills you can list, what software applications you're going to use, or whatever. If you are a problem solver, you can show that skill very quickly in an environment and be recognized for that and do well with that.
Let's go, two more, based on time.
You have lots of priorities at work and life that volunteer and all of that. And as I think about priorities, I'm trying to be better at shifting priorities, but what I'm understanding is sometimes I don't have control over priorities because I'm working in an environment where there is control and not everybody that I engage with, you might be a priority, but doesn't give me energy. So by the end of the day, I can't really go and maybe work on some other priorities outside of work. So how do you dynamically shift your priorities but still have clarity and transparency in the conversations that you have?
My personal planner. I think in the world we live in and the situation most of us find ourselves in, which is being pulled in many different directions throughout the day. You know, I'm running a company, I'm on 4 nonprofit boards, I have 2 kids, I am single, so I'm dating, my mother has cancer, like, I mean, it's just like all kinds, I have friends that I occasionally like to see, I have a house that needs to be cleaned and groceries and all of the normal shit that everyone has to deal with. I really try to just be where I am and do what I'm doing. You have to kind of carve out time to get stuff done. I mean, I parked and I went to the gift shop down first and I bought one of my Christmas presents that was on my list before I came in here. And I was like, check it off the list. But it's like be where you are. I think when I'm with my kids and I'm unloading the dishwasher or putting them to bed or giving them a bath, I'm like, okay, just be here. Like, I'm giving you a bath, I'm just gonna be with you while you're taking a bath. And when I am in a meeting with an employee, you just have to focus on what you're doing. It's so easy to just have the mental engine running all the time. And you don't enjoy anything, you're distracted because you don't care about them. It's just like, if you can just give what you're doing your full attention, you will enjoy your life more, you will get more done, and it won't seem as overwhelming because you just kind of put the blinders on.
It's really good. One more here.
Well, this is kind of a negative question.
Oh, no!
Yeah, these are all softballs up now.
So you've talked a lot about the positive aspects of your career trajectory and your experiences thus far, but was there ever a point where you thought, there's no way I can do this? And what was that? And how do you feel?
Yeah, like once a day. Yeah.
Like the worst time.
The worst one. There have been a lot of them. I mean, it is not easy. It's pushing a boulder up a mountain. And you get really tired, you get overwhelmed, you think you suck, you think you're an imposter, you think everything's gonna fall apart. Here's one. Here's a good one. So we raised our Series B a couple years, 3 years ago now almost. And $8 million, my first time fundraising. You know, I really put myself out there. I told the company I was going to go raise the money, and then I had to do it. And we closed the deal. It's a nail biter to the very end always, like till you have the money in the bank. And it's an exhausting process. And I got home that night. I had 1 glass of champagne, and I got an email that said our largest customer was quitting. And God damn it! Like, you know, just when you think things are like finally going your way, the universe will come down and smack it. And that happens time and time again. I believe there is like a karmic balance where like, if some things are going well, something else will go badly. It's like plug one hole in the bucket, another hole spurts open. And that's just how it is. And I think now, after 4 years in the job, I have settled in to this as the reality. Like, it will always be imperfect. There will always be something on fire. There will always be a huge problem that seems like doom. And as long as you keep going to solve it and bringing your resources to the problem, you will get through it. It's really putting one foot in front of the other. It's as simple as that sometimes. I mean, I will just like get home at some nights and just be like, oh, I want to die. And like I allow myself those moments of feeling despondent. And and then I go to bed, and I get up and I go do it again. And I don't think it is complicated in a lot of ways. There are a lot of apps you can take, right? I don't have to do this job, I could get another job. But I want to round the bases, like I want this to be a success. And so I'm gonna work through the hard shit and do it again tomorrow and solve the next problem because I want to win. Like, I want to win. So that's my best advice. Allow yourself the moment and go back to it.
I will add one little thing and then we'll be done here, but I think, part of what I heard you say is like, it actually, and this is crazy to say this, but it almost doesn't matter what level the people are and how big their company is. No one knows what the hell they're doing. She just told you she doesn't know what the hell she's doing. But yet you were successful and the company's growing and it's you wake up, you problem solve, you figure it out. And that is, I think,
It's actually better if you don't know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, you're not pushing yourself.
Yeah.
If you can just do your job without thinking about it and there are no challenges, you're actually worse off than if you don't know what you're doing. Because you're not pushing yourself.
You're not pushing yourself, you're not growing, you're not figuring it out.
Yeah.
Awesome, Liz. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This was so fun. Thank everyone here. Thank you. We want to thank Maud, Liz, everyone here. We want to thank Kelly. We want to thank WeWork. And we want to thank you. And when is, do we have a date for the next one? It's coming. All right. And
Stay tuned.
stay tuned. Well, stick around here. We will have, there's a little more food, drink, and not sure if there's after party or whatnot, but hey, thank you so much. It's great.
I think the next one is January 25th.
January 25th?
I think so,
All right.
yeah.